Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
With a nasty temperament. Ice, well, his watch is working as well as.
Got your attention?
What is the biggest ick?
People like wrestling.
You can suck my fucking dick!
Damn! What's going on, everybody? It's another beautiful Thursday. We got some wrestling talk. I'll be co-hosting with your boy. I guess he's over this way. Papa Wheelie. Got the immortal Biggie Shaq down below. What's going on, everybody? Hope you've been having a really good week. Got lots and lots to talk about. So, yeah.
Yeah, good to be here. Glad to, I made it. Sorry, it was a little bit of a nail biter, but I'm here. What's up, Willie? What's up, Pop? Hope y'all are doing good.
What's up, Big? Much love, brother. But yeah, Pop. So, what did you have anything in particular you wanted to say or talk about first?
Are you asking Pop?
What's going on, Bleeker? What's going on, K-pop junkie Katie? What's going on?
You guys, the two announcements today.
Yeah. So today, I seen one that I can was that the winners of the King and Queen of the Ring are going to get title shots at SummerSlam. I know that. I'm not sure I know the other one though, Pop. Or was that both? No.
Yeah, it's not really that big of news.
Well, it is. It's pretty cool. I mean, before it was just you just gotta. It just adds an extra layer of, like
You get the crown or whatever, right?
Yeah. And the
Crown
fact
looks
that it's
cool.
in Jeddah this year, that I'm pretty sure it's going to be way bigger than it usually is. Like, it's not going to be just some kind of like cheap crowns. I think they're going to do big, elaborate, nice crowns, probably.
Oh, they already got it on the WWE store. You've seen it, right?
No, I didn't actually.
Oh man, it's all diamonded out. It looks like a big ass. Yeah, it's pretty weird looking. I mean, it looks cool.
Every time they've done something in Jeddah, they do it way more than it needed to be. Because, like, look, when they did that big Royal Rumble and they had the big belt made for Braun.
Mm-hmm. The new crown is the most expensive piece you can buy. Like, you know how the belts are like $400 or $500? The fucking crown's like $2K or something, dude.
Yeah, I know how much they are. They're expensive.
Yeah, I've never seen a crown for sale like that before. I think it's the first time you get to buy a crown, so it's a little surprising how expensive it is to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. What's up, Christina Payne? Your turn, Pop. Yep.
Breaking. SummerSlam is coming to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota for 2 nights on August 1st to 2nd, 2026.
Interesting. They've never done that before, 2 nights. But they want it to be like, WrestleMania, the opposite of WrestleMania. Like that middle show. And I think they're going to be trying to do a lot more pay-per-views over in Jeddah as well, or PLEs or whatever you want to call them now. Did you guys watch Raw? Yeah. What did you think about who's advancing in the King of the Ring?
Yeah, who do we got?
I was a little shocked that Jay got choked out.
Didn't LA Knight lost, right?
Yeah.
AJ Styles
choked out Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Randy versus Tonga on the one side and Gunther on the other.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, that was my prediction.
Gunther versus Randy, and then Gunther's gonna win.
I'm still going for Randy, but not too surprising. I did.
Male side.
What?
Gunter will likely win the male side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then who's on the women's? It's Nia Jax, Bianca Belair. Oh, and the other girl, the one the call up. Oh, Lyra or something. Oh man. I already forgot her name. That's how memorable she was or is. I know I can't remember for the Lyra Valkyrie. Yeah. I get her mixed up with what's his name's wife. John Morrison's wife. Because she was Tyra of Valkyrie or something like that. Yeah.
I saw Breaker or whatever the hell his name was had a pretty good spot.
Yeah,
he was
wrecked a couple people, came in and wrecked them up.
Yeah, he was mad that he ain't in the King of the Ring. I honestly, I'm like Snoozeville. I mean, I like Randy Orton and whatever the fuck Gunther. And it might be neat once you get the crown and you might, you get a chance at a championship and stuff like that. But the build up to it has been not good for me. It's just, whatever.
Yeah, the King of the Ring.
Yeah,
well, I honestly used to like it when it was a one-day event. Because then you got a wrestler wrestling 2 or 3 times, and that's impressive. Not
that's
like,
fun.
Oh, I had a qualifier 3 weeks ago, and then I won last week, and now I'm here. Like, cool. You had a couple of matches. You won. Yay.
They are pushing Breaker perfectly.
Yep. Kind of like his dad and his uncle mixed.
I saw this clip the other day where Cody was talking to Mark Henry, and Mark Henry was telling him whenever he was doing the signing with Logan that he should have done this or that, and Cody said, "Well, I kind of need like a manager." Did you see that, Willie?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I was a little bit surprised, but I'm not sure if he's maybe alluding to his wife, because his wife used to valet him and manage him when he was in other promotions.
Yeah, well, he actually, I hope the fuck that ain't what he's doing, but he actually brought up Arn Anderson. That would be kind of neat. But his wife, I don't know. I think that would be pretty whack. But I'm not much of a female man. I don't know. It might work. I mean, it's worked before. Maybe that's what's going on. He did say like a rough and tumble veteran to give him advice, though. He didn't say like there was nothing insinuating his wife. I hear what you're saying. Like he did have her on his side or whatever through a lot of it. He's Cody Rhodes. You know, that's what Mark Henry was saying. It was like, you're fucking Cody Rhodes. You know, you need this, that. I never would have thought he needed a manager. Would it help? Maybe, but
I'm not a fan of Cody as a good guy. I liked him as a bad guy. I liked him in, you know, when he was Bullet Club. I liked him in NWA when he was, you know, evil, and like especially when he was in ROH for a little bit. You know?
yeah. My favorite Cody was AEW when he first got there and stuff, and now that he's the champ, I still think it's a better look than Roman. Anybody could beat Roman, I would have been happy, but I'm pretty glad it's Cody. If it was my choice, I'd want AJ Styles to be champ, or a couple other guys maybe. Heaven forbid we got Logan Paul as the world champ, though. Like that's definitely got to be a back, not a good move if that would happen. I would say, right?
Well, I honestly thought that he was going to get the first title shot at that last pay-per-view. Like if you go back like maybe a month, I was saying like, oh, it was probably going to be Logan his first, or like, you know, maybe the second, just because momentum wise, right? Like you can have a DQ or interference or people jumping in, you know, like you could get people attacking both of them and then they both retain the belts, right? No one takes a loss except for us.
Yeah, no, I know, but what I asked you is like, would you be happy if Logan won? Could you see any kind of good prosperity in Logan Paul as champion? None at all. I mean, he's a heel. We would have a heel champion. People kind of like him, but he's overall a heel, I'd say. I don't. There's not even heel heat would be good.
All that garbage with all the Cody stuff for the last 2 years to have him lose to somebody like Logan Paul, it would not be ideal for the fan base. I think that a lot of fans they're already starting to like want to see Cody lose the belt, but not to somebody like Logan.
No, I would hope not. I mean, overall, like, I'm not sure if wrestling fans understand what kind of a creep Logan is. Like, he's a fantastic performer. If he wouldn't have had that crypto crap and that Chinese debacle and all the bad press he's had, you know, he'd have a better shot at it right now. But he's got a really shitty history.
Yeah.
Like you can't trust a kid. He rips people off left and right.
Going by ability and like asses in seats, he's what WWE needed, man. Because unfortunately, like he did bring a lot of people over to wrestling, you know, via his pooey YouTube videos and his sports drink that was been recalled in numerous places. But I mean, we all knew that going into it, right? I'm basing off his wrestling. He's a really good wrestler, but I just don't think he's ready to carry the company with, say, a heavier belt. Like he's already tried to pawn the U.S. title.
Yeah, he's talking about selling it. I just don't know why they don't build up a guy like Kevin Owens. Like Sami Zayn's getting built up really well right now. He's been getting a lot of good airtime, and when he's on camera, he looks like he's playing the part. You know, but some other guys.
You can see can you see 5 more people that are more deserving with say a heavyweight title spot than Kevin Owens though? You know what I mean?
Can I name 5 more people?
Yeah.
I could try. Randy Orton comes to mind. That's probably one everybody wants to see. Even LA Knight to a certain degree. We already had AJ Styles, so that don't count. But I'd even rather see Breaker than Kevin Owens, maybe. And but yeah, Kevin Owens is probably around 5th for me. I'd say that's about right.
Yeah. Well, maybe if we go brand wise too, I mean, maybe you're right. Like he'd probably be top 5 on each show for a title shot. But I could just see like Gunther, Randy Orton, sheesh, who else? Like somebody even like a Finn Balor, just because of what's been going on Judgment Day. You know,
We didn't. Yeah. We didn't bring up Seth Rollins or Damian Priest either, but that's kind of.
Well, that's exactly, but we don't know if they're going to be coming back or like when Seth's coming back, if he's going to come back.
CM Punk, right? All the injured guys you can't really bring up, but they would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about LA Knight. I'm just.
People are saying he's too old for a championship run. I don't agree with that. I don't think you have to be a certain age. I think you could be 45, 40 and still get your first championship. I'm not sure. I think his gimmick is getting played out more than
exactly because of the fact that like all his stuff is stolen or recycled. We'll use the word recycled. So we've heard it for fucking 20 years, dude.
Yeah, it's getting old as shit, man. His in-ring talent isn't the best. I mean, he looks cool. Sometimes he sounds all right, but altogether, the whole package is not there, dude. It's just not there for me. He's not a world champion. I mean, could he win it? Possibly. Would I like him as champ? No, I don't think so.
I'd see him as mid card, like U.S. Intercontinental. Give him the tag belts. I mean,
right. Do you think they're sleeping on The Miz? Do you think The Miz is getting not used? I mean, he's doing a great job with the tag belts. And I think the tag championships are important. But
what's up,
altogether?
Dean? What's up, Entropy? I see that's a hard one because Miz is one of my favorite wrestlers. But his win-loss record I couldn't get it, man. Like I don't get how he would lose so much and still get over, but then it's like if you're willing to let people get over on you while you're still over, it does a lot more for them and you, if you get what I mean. So he doesn't really need to win all the time. So giving him like the tag belts with somebody like R-Truth, if you think about it like a circus, and these are like your main acts every like 15 or 20 minutes while you have all the under acts, they fill up. You see what I'm saying? Like, and tag team wise, I mean, I don't want to see DIY anywhere near the tag team belts because they're dwarfs. They're too small. And to me, Ciampa and Gargano would be better suited in like a cruiserweight division than a tag team division.
My thing with Miz is that his in-ring isn't as strong as I'd like it to be. His in-ring, maybe if he could do some more in-ring wrestling stuff, but his mic work and shit like charisma is through the roof, dude. Like I would really like to see like him and Punk go at it or something like that. I'm a big Miz guy, but I just don't like watching him wrestle as much as I like seeing him talk shit, is basically what I'm saying.
Oh, I love vintage Miz, like when he had a Rye carry around the briefcase for him. Like that, he was prime, top-notch Miz. Like that guy deserved titles. The guy now, he definitely deserves titles, but still on the lower end. Like he's not, I don't see him as a heavyweight champion because I don't see him beating guys like Lesnar, Reigns, Rollins, even Priest. You know what I mean? And and then
Yeah.
you put him in there against somebody like Logan Paul, man, and you still got to go Logan Paul. You see
Well,
what I
even
mean?
now, yeah. Well, even now, dude, it's like he's kind of being shown up by R-Truth because he's playing the comedic role right now. I mean, it's showing his versatility, but this isn't Miz. This is R-Truth Miz right now. And
Well,
as much
R-Truth
as
is
I love,
going through golden, look at with the little Jimmy. Man, I wish he went back to that. Like, who are you talking to? Little Jimmy's right here. Like, vintage.
I just don't know if they're using them that well. I do appreciate a good tag champion. I think tag belts are important and tag teams are great. And, they're definitely the best tag team to watch, or one of the funnest. But I still think he's being underappreciated a little bit. Like we could get some good main events or good matches out of him. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think the tag team division too, like for a long time, has kind of just been meh. You know, like you got your funny tag team, you have your tag team champions, and then you have your wrestlers, you know, that don't do any mic work. They just go out there, they do a good wrestling match, and they're done. You know, like very, very few and far between do you get guys that can talk, wrestle, and be champs in the tag division. I mean, like, you know, the Usos did it. I mean, FTR, 100%. Like, you know, the Bucks to an extent, but they're just, to me, they're like, those guys are all too small. You know.
You want to say something?
Right.
Right. Okay. The Bootios, where the hell their names were, they were good. That was their name. New Day. New Day. Yeah.
New Day.
Yeah. New Day's gone. Uso's gone. Now we're left with the Truth Team or whatever. And I mean, it's kind of filling the spot for now, but I don't know. It's kind of in a WWE's kind of in a lull with this. I mean, I'm kind of excited to see what kind of match they have with Cody and Logan. I see what they're doing with Cody. They're giving him good in-ring performers. Logan's going to draw the social media in, like you said, which is okay. You know, that's fine, bringing in kids a little bit. But Logan Paul's social media isn't as strong as it was. Like, this was Jake Paul, it'd probably be a lot better, you know. But I don't know Jake Paul could do what Logan's doing.
No.
I think one day Jake Paul might come to WWE, though. You know, I think he might. He don't have quite as shitty as a background as Logan did. Logan's done some despicable shit. Like, Jake kind of broke away from him in some of them scandals, you know.
I don't like Jake.
No? Okay. I like him better than Logan, but I would guess Logan's... I mean, Jake Paul's definitely a better talker. He's got less... I've never heard of him ripping people off on crypto. He didn't have the Japan thing. You don't have a whole continent that hates him. His pay-per-view with Mike Tyson is going to be a big fucking deal, dude. Like, that's going to be bigger than the Summer... or whatever the fuck, King of the Ring. And, I think I'd say he's a bigger personality. People see them numbers like on Instagram and followers on TikTok and shit, and they're like, "Oh my god, millions and millions." And that was from like 5-6 years ago. You know, like I don't think people were really big Logan guys like they used to be. Anybody that knows what Logan's all about, they're just like, he's a creep. He's okay at wrestling though. I mean, I don't know. Dominic would be fun to watch. Did you see? I saw an interview with Dominic the other day, dude. They asked him why he don't wear a luchador mask. He fucking said, he said the reason he don't wear it is because he wasn't ugly. He said I'm handsome. He said I'm handsome, so I don't get to wear it. He wanted to wear one, but unlike his grandfather and his dad, he wasn't ugly, so he's a handsome luchador. I thought that was funny.
That's also too when he was talking about how he wasn't guilty of doing anything with Liv.
Mm.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's good shit.
What about Liv getting out of Finn Balor's vehicle the other day?
Oh yeah. Oh,
So now she's been spotted talking and hanging out with Dom and Finn. So on 2 separate occasions. Both Judgment
wow.
Day members. So
well, that's what I was saying.
She's gonna take over Judgment Day.
Maybe we should try to touch on AEW a little bit too. At first I was kind of a little pissed that Samoa lost to Swerve, but Swerve does some cool shit in the ring. He's pretty creative. It's kind of good to have 2 good wrestlers instead of just one. Swerve is kind of interesting to me. He ain't no Samoa. I feel like without Samoa Joe, they're going to crumble at this point. Like, they got to keep him, and they got to keep him happy. You don't have to have the belt to be a draw, but he's definitely the backbone right now. Like, his matches are so funny, dude. People come leaping at him. That shit where he don't catch people outside the ring is so good, dude.
Yeah, Swerve is like a ghetto hood version of John Moxley. Almost same kind of styles where they don't give a crap about their body and they give it their all to put on a good match.
Yeah, I saw this shit where he dove out of the ring, Willie, and they basically caught him in a standing suplex, and he kind of like parried out of it. That shit was, I've never seen that before. That was pretty fucking weird.
Yeah, he's done some crazy shit. Like when he hung up Buddy from that corner there, Hangman Page, with the chain around his neck and hung him from the corner to make him win the match. It was a good match. It was one of the better matches I've seen in a long time.
Now, if Cody did get a manager like Arn Anderson, do you remember all the Glock promos? I'm sure he wouldn't be able to do that on WWE, but is Arn Anderson funny? Is Arn Anderson entertaining? Hell yes.
I think everyone's looking in the wrong direction.
You think it's the girl?
No. Well, I mean, maybe I don't think so. To be honest with you, what if? Okay, do you guys remember? What do you think the thing was that Rock handed Roman, or Rock handed Cody?
Cody. What is it?
Do
I
think it was the lighter? Do you think it was the watch? Do you think it was a piece of the lei from Roman's? Because here's my thing. If it was a piece of the lei, that would symbolize that who's the tribal chief? Cody would be the tribal chief.
So okay.
Who would be taking orders from the tribal chief right now?
Cody. No. I don't know. Where are you going? Oh, Solo.
The rest of them, and then he could take the wise men.
Well, you know who else I thought could be a good manager for him?
I could see Paul Heyman with Cody, and it would be epic. Epic.
I was thinking maybe DDP.
He's too happy and like doing the yoga stuff. I couldn't,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, he was there at Mania. He's always there for fucking Cody. Like, he's one of the old school guys that still follows Cody around and is like kind of close with him and shit. So I don't know. Him or Arn would be my 2 guys from like, old school guys, but you might be right. I don't know. It could be he's the tribal chief. Who fucking knows? The Rock has just been MIA. Have we had any Rock?
Imagine the swerve that would be, though. Eh? Like this whole time, he's pretending to be good, and yet he's getting Solo and all them to do all this this bad stuff to people, and then you find out later on it was all Cody's doing.
Yeah, Solo's been saying I've been talking to Tribal Chief a lot, and Paul Heyman's like I haven't heard from fucking anybody, and it could be something. Yeah. Is there any rumors to what Rock's going to be doing? Like
Movies. He's got movies. He just finished doing that. Or he's doing a UFC movie right now based on like the first
Okay.
heavy UFC
Yeah,
heavyweight champ.
I saw that. Yeah, there's some guy looks like him. He looks like him from the head down. Basically, is what I saw.
Yeah, he actually shaved all his hair, like kind of shortish and like no facial hair, and he looks pretty much like the dude. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The final boss going forward in WWE.
WrestleMania. Maybe it'll be like a 3-way match between Roman, Cody, and The Rock. For all the Marvel.
I don't know how long Roman's supposed to be staying out. I heard the same thing about him as he's doing movies again. So I just don't know how long he's going to be away. I don't know what they're going to do.
He was filming that one comedy kind of robbery movie, like where they do jobs or some stuff like that. From what I heard, he posted pictures. They had pictures of it. Then they also had pictures of him on the beach the other day with his family. So he's in Miami, or was in Miami.
Why is all the fucking wrestlers the WWE rumors are about are all Samoan? Why can't we get like any other fucking wrestler rumors or something going on?
Because hot right now.
Samoans are hot.
They're the hot topic, you know.
I guess. I saw where people were saying they cut a bunch of people off the roster because they're doing budget cuts. They're basically, really what they're doing is they're paying all their superstars so they don't go to AEW. But that still has got to leave some windows open for people coming. Like, there's going to have to be some movement. You know, if you're dropping 15, 20 people, hopefully you're picking up 3 or 4. Like, what the hell? I would want Samoa Joe. If the hottest Samoan that ain't a WWE guy is Samoa Joe. Like, that's the dream right there to me.
Jacob and Zilla.
Jacob and Zilla?
But Jacob already signed.
Okay. And then the other thing is the fuck's his name? Bo Dallas. Like, WWE fans are getting a little bit tired of waiting on Mr. Hat or where the hell it is, you know?
Uncle Howdy.
Uncle Howdy, right?
Howdy do.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to ever get out Uncle Howdy. I wish they would kick that in gear. And we're just sitting here waiting, basically. Like, there's not the King of the Ring, Snoozeville. The Crown's going to be okay, but we're just waiting for people to not be hurt and WWE get off their ass and start pushing talent to where it's interesting again, you know?
Yeah. Are you guys going to get up early and watch on Saturday? Yeah, me too. Yep.
I'll wait and watch the fucking highlights, probably.
Yeah, I usually do that, to be honest with you, with Raw, SmackDown, and, you know, AEW shows, just because I hate commercials. I could be doing this better with, and then like some matches you watch and you're like, why did I just sit there for 15 minutes watching 2 people do a fucking circle? Yay, circle, handshake, circle, hug, circle. Ooh. Like, no thanks. Is there anything else you guys wanted to address for this week?
Yeah, sorry guys, I don't have much to talk about. I mean, I brought up about everything I could think of. The Crown looks cool. My pick's Randy Orton. Pop in. I think you think that what's his name's probably the Gunther's probably the big one, but I could see Randy Orton rocking the crown. He probably needs a strap or something by now, and he's a major player. I mean, 15-time champion? Like, He didn't come back to just put people
Well,
over.
Maybe that's when we'll get the debut of somebody coming back to interfere. Because at the end of when Gunther's fighting Randy, because you got to remember Randy was the one that burnt down the Wyatt compound.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
And the other thing I was thinking about the other day was, so you guys been watching any of the kind of stuff to deal with Uncle Howdy? Like, have you seen they call her the bride because she's wearing a white dress, and like a bunch of other things, like show different faces of different other characters that are going to be coming. But what I think is it's the puppets evolved.
Oh,
like they've mutated again, or changed, kind of like a Pokemon where they've changed. So they could have always been here, because I was just watching right before this, they've been doing spoiler kind of content on like multi different platforms every other day to do with Uncle Howdy. And the one that was today was we're not sure who it was, but somebody was wrote 6 different letters, and then there was a bunch of coordinates put out that coincide with certain people that we think are going to be in the Wyatt Six. So we think they're letters to those per said people from whoever it may be, whether it's Uncle Howdy or not. But actually, it was funny because my wife noticed when I said, "Oh yeah," so I was watching the Twitch thing the other day where somebody was sitting there talking to a therapist, and she goes, "Well, it was never the Fiend. It was Alexa Bliss that was sitting with the therapist before. That was the storyline." And I went, "Oh shit." So my wife was the one that actually noticed that it was before this in the storyline. It was Alexa Bliss sitting with a therapist. So I wonder if we're going to get Alexa back. I hope it's more so like, Bo Dallas comes back, and then it's like a split personality, where like kind of like Bray when Bray came back, because it wasn't just the Wyatt Six or like, Uncle Howdy and them and the Firefly Funhouse. It was like Bray came back, and then Uncle Howdy came, and then the Funhouse, and then,
Yeah, I saw an interview where John Cena was saying that he almost got into the Firefly Funhouse match with Bray and shit, and it just didn't work out. Like, that would have been pretty good. And that would be a fun send off for Cena to retire to come back and do one of those, like with the NWO, like he was going to do with Bray. I would have loved to see that match, because they had him in NWO gear. Cena as a bad guy finally. That would be fun, but this is all hypothetical bullshit, like, who knows?
Yeah, it would be sick to see him in the black and white NWO shirt and be evil. It'd be awesome. What's up, Kenneth Bird?
He might get another run. I don't think he could come back as a good guy Cena and get a good run out of it. Like, he's kind of been depleted to just, I'm old John Cena with a bald head. Like, evil John Cena, you might get a couple years out of that.
Yo, they did him dirty in the video game, and when you go from behind, you can see his bald spot.
Wow.
Oh, man. It's gold. I laughed so hard when I seen that.
Yeah, even when he was in WrestleMania 40, like, he should have been enough to give Cody the win. But even with Cena, they had to bring in Taker. It's just like Cena don't have that oomph he used to have, man.
Well, he left, right? And like, he was kind of just a monotone wrestler, like a five moves of doom.
Yeah.
Like generic, but not generic, because it's John Cena and everybody loves John Cena,
Yeah.
Just
well, that's like Miz. Well, the Miz, he does a mixture of Cena and CM Punk moves. Like, that's what's really shitty about Miz is like, I can do something different, man. Like, you've been wrestling for 30, 20 years. Like, give me something besides knockoff Punk and fucking John Cena shit or something, you know?
Agreed. Well, is there any final thoughts you guys want to? You guys got any shows coming up this week?
How about you, Pop? Yeah, my show this week, Collector Club. I think I'm going to do I'm trying to think of a title for it. It's basically going to be like, I'm going to hold a book up and you're going to guess what book it is live. And I might call it like, what do you know about comics, or what do you know about keys, or I don't know what the hell I'm going to call it. I don't want to call it Name That Key because there's been 2 or 3 shows that use that title. But, yeah, Collector Club, open invite. Anybody, if they ain't doing nothing, shoot through, and I might try out a new game this week. And then you know, there's church on Sunday with Bleecker. There's the Brother in Arms auction Saturday, which Pop's gonna be part of, and I might pop up for a couple rounds. And I've been doing a top 10 speculation called the Top 10 Commandments. I've been enjoying every week. That's about it for me.
Pop says just church on Sunday and then back here next week. Same with me. I'll be here hopefully next Thursday. And then you catch me, on auctions. I'm always around on multiple different auctions. Just check me on IG, or I usually send out invites and messages. But did you want to wrap it up? All right. Well, we appreciate you all for coming and spending your Thursdays with us. Smash the like button, hit the notification bell so that you know when Papa goes live, and catch you next week. Much love and peace out.
Great. One question. Are you nursing?